I came across this clip of the Fat Electrician on a podcast where he basically implied that hunters shouldn't be allowed at gun ranges. Here's what he said.
Every time I've ever went shooting with like a dude that just shoots for hunting, he's got a $3,000 rifle with a $6,000 scope. He's got a seated shooting position so he can shoot a target at 200 yards. And it's like, bro, I'm not I can literally consistently hit a 200-yard target with my concealed carry pistol. And it's like they fire one round, they clean it. It's like 15 minutes in between bullets. It's like, I just want to go out there and shoot 500 rounds in 30 minutes and be done.
He's not entirely wrong, because if you've ever spent any real time at a public gun range, you've seen this exact situation play out. You've got one guy who shows up with a $1 billion bolt action rifle and then a $1 trillion scope and is seated in a shooting position that looks like it was approved by NASA. And then he fires one round, then clears the chamber, cleans the rifle, adjusts the scope, breathes, take a sip of coffee, possibly cook some breakfast, reflects on life, and then 15 minutes later, fires another round. Meanwhile, I'm 3 lanes down like, bro, I came here to shoot. Give me magazines, give me ammo. If I don't go through at least 500 rounds, I don't even feel like I had a range day. Now, that's not a flex, that's just how I shoot. And when he said he can consistently hit a target at 200 yards with a carry pistol, yeah, I felt that. Because the internet hears that and immediately goes, no, you can't. That's impossible. Show the video. Cool, here you go.
Yeah.
You can shoot that far.
I can shoot that far.
All right, do it.
Watch me. You gotta get the context.
Oh, a little bit right. A little bit high. Got it.
Now, before anybody gets emotional, that is not easy. That is not normal, and it's not some casual everyday skill. That takes reps, that takes fundamentals, that takes knowing your gun, but it is doable. And this is where the whole thing gets funny, because what looks insane from one side of the firing line looks completely reasonable from the other. To the hunter, the guy ripping mags looks reckless. To the guy ripping mags, the hunter looks like he's waiting on a delayed flight. And both of them are standing there thinking, why are you even here? So no, I don't think hunters should be banned from gun ranges. I don't really think the Fat Electrician was being serious about that. But I do understand why the dude burning through ammo feels like he accidentally wandered into a gun monastery. And once you understand why each of them shoot the way they do, this stops being an argument about guns and becomes an argument about what shooting is supposed to feel like. Now, speaking of hunting, my very first hunt ever was a hog hunt with a 30-06 bolt action rifle, Noir Hearing Pro, and I pulled the trigger, and instead of boom, all I heard was pretty sure that moment did permanent damage. I've dealt with tinnitus ever since. So when I went on my first elk hunt, I promised myself that wasn't happening again. And that's why on that elk hunt, I ran the AKT1 Colion Noir edition in-ear hearing protection that you see in the video that I did about the hunt. We were hiking for hours and I could hear everything around me without wrecking my ears when it came time to shoot. And while all the other times when we were sitting there just chilling out and relaxing, I was able to listen to music. I could have taken a phone call if I really wanted to, but at the end of the day, I had them, they work well. So if you want to learn more about those in-ear hearing protection, I'm gonna put a link in the description of this video for you to check out. Now, here's the part people miss. Hunters aren't at the range to have fun the way I define fun. They're there because one shot matters. When I'm doing self-defense or run and gun style shooting, there is a margin for error. You warm up, you adjust on the fly, combat effective is good enough. Hunters don't get that luxury. Miss the wrong way, animal suffers. Miss again, animal's gone. So yeah, they're slow, they're meticulous, they look borderline bored. But what they're actually doing is rehearsing for a moment that cannot be screwed up. That's why I did that skit years ago, comparing the different types of gun owners and showing it, yeah, we're kind of different, but we're all kind of the same.
What the problem is, it's these Rambo AR-15 wielding yahoos who think they need a 100-round clip to kill a devil.
First, it's a magazine, not a clip. And it's you hunters that think that the Second Amendment had anything to do with hunting that's causing the problem. The Second Amendment is about protecting your life and the preservation of a free state.
You're right. The second isn't about hunting. But can we all agree that you tactical, barrel-rolling, end-of-days fantasizers aren't exactly doing the right any justice?
You're the one to talk. You think running around like a man-child with a gun in your hand playing games is doing anything for our right?
I mean, at least he uses his gun for a purpose. How many times can you clean a gun that you've never shot?
No, seriously? In 2015, with the grocery store in every corner,
I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that no one needs to hunt for food any more than a tactical guy needs his AR-15 for the looming zombie apocalypse. You see, this is the problem. We live in a civilized society, not a war zone. We should appreciate guns for the beautiful relics that they are.
It's about hunting.
Expend more ammo than anybody else at this table.
You're useless. You're useless.
You're missing the point. All of you are missing the point.
To go out there and be a part of nature.
Hunter, you probably shoot one round per year.
Protect yourself.
It is about art. It's about history.
Because honestly, nothing has changed. You've got the hunter, the tactician, the competition shooter, the collector, and everybody thinks their way is the right way. What's funny is I'm all of them now. I used to be a pure tactician. Then I competed. Then I hunted. Then I started collecting. Once you've hunted, you understand why the guy takes 20 minutes between shots, because the target he's aiming at isn't a silhouette. It's a fist-sized vital zone. Compare that to this.
Got a target out there at 200 yards. I'm gonna see how I do at 200 yards with the Staccato CS. Let's see how this goes. Is that a hit?
Yeah! It's a hit, man!
Now, it looks small in the video, but that's borderline a man-sized target. Impressive. Absolutely. Same skill set? Not even close. It's a different game with different stakes. And here's the real truth nobody wants to say out loud. As you get older, you start appreciating the slower stuff. Spray and pray range days are fun as shit. I will always do them. They're loud, they're chaotic, but long-range shooting, that's a nice glass of whiskey. Hunting, that's a nice glass of wine. So no, don't ban hunters from the gun range, even though I don't think he was being serious. Just understand that when one guy is shooting like a banshee and the other guy fires twice an hour, they're not enemies. They're just enjoying the same thing in completely different languages. One thing's for certain and two things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now, you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together, we can stop the suppression of our 2A rights. And don't forget to click the link in the description section of this video for the products that I mentioned in this video.